And we're recording this session, by the way. So hopefully you'll have an opportunity if you're on potentially one of your teammates from your Enactus team that couldn't make it today, this will be posted out, so you'll have an opportunity to share this as well. So other folks that couldn't make it, we understand sometimes you set these meetings up and it's not a good time for students or whatever, but this will be made available so that those that aren't involved can go ahead and watch it. So we're going to get started. As I said, welcome. We're so happy to kick off our second cohort of the Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange, sponsored by the Stevens Initiative, the Aspen Institute, and with students from Enactus United States, as well as Enactus Morocco. I am Steve Kapler. I'm the interim president and country lead for Enactus United States. And Maha is with as well. And Maha, if you'd like to make you can introduce yourself. I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Thank you, Steve. Hello and salam, everyone. We are very delighted actually to be launching this second phase of this very first intercultural exchange between two of our Enactus family members, which is the US and Morocco. We're very delighted to be launching this experience that is first of its kind, and welcome everyone and eager to be reworking with the amazing Enactus US staff.
Great, thanks so much, Maha. And we'd also like to take a minute and have our program manager for the Stevens Initiative, Manal, is on. And Manal, if you could say a few words, that would be excellent. Nice.
Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I was
Yes.
trying to figure out technology.
You are all good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, Manal, perfect.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we
You're
can hear
good
you.
to go.
You can hear me? Sorry, I apologize for my connection.
That's okay. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm so happy to be here and so great to see all your beautiful faces. Yes, okay, perfect. So I am so excited to be here and to see you all. Okay, I think I can see everybody now. Perfect. Okay, good. We're back on. So we're very excited to have this program. This is one of my really favorite programs.
I think Mana is having some internet issues as she's in a meeting.
All right. Well, we'll proceed, and if she jumps back on, we'll let her say a few words. She's been an incredible program manager for us, and really has helped guide us in the thinking around the program itself. And so we're very, very happy and excited to have the Stevens Initiative involved, as well as the Aspen Institute and the Bezos Foundation. So real quick, and I'll let them go through and introduce themselves. These are some other folks who you'll probably hear and see quite a bit over the course of the next 6 weeks. So I'll let them introduce themselves in order. So Hanan.
Hello.
So tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Hanan Rifai. I'm from Morocco. I'm an incubation program manager at Enactus Morocco.
Excellent. Chloe.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chloe Schock. I'm a senior regional program manager in Enactus United States.
Hey guys, sorry, I apologize. I think my connection is much better right now. Yes?
Yes, that's better.
Oh, hallelujah. Okay, good. I'm so excited. You guys just experienced what virtual exchange is about, other than the technology glitches. But
And on a serious note, we're so excited that this program is starting. And I want to take the moment to welcome you all to this journey. And the Stevens Initiative was really created and launched in the spirit to continue the legacy of the late Ambassador Christopher Stevens, who was dedicated to building bridges amongst cultures. So we're continuing that through virtual exchange. And you will discover in this program that not only will you be able to understand different cultures, to understand how to navigate the different stereotypes and all of these things, but most importantly, it's really getting those skills that you will need when you go out there to the workforce. How do you work with somebody that's not like you? How do you work across time zones? How are you able to connect virtually, connect in a meaningful way? So we're so excited that Steve and Maha and the whole team for Enactus Morocco and US put so much work into bringing you all together. And I just want to wish you good luck and have a great start of program. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Manal, and thanks for your support. Okay, back to intros. We had Anand and Chloe. Now it's Madi, who may or may not be on or may be muted.
No, I'm here, Steve.
There
Hi.
we go.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm Kickoff Programs Director at Enactus Morocco. Nice to meet you all students here present with us today. It's such an honor. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, Project Manager Yassine.
Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be with you. I'm Yassine Tidrini, Moroccan, and the project manager at Enactus Morocco.
Excellent. So students, that's your team. This will be the groups that you'll meet with. This will be the team that instills the program, puts things together. You'll hear from us via email, and we hope as well from a communication, you're going to hear this a couple of different times. If you haven't already joined, join the Slack community. It's the best way to stay in touch with your team and in touch with us as anything would come up. If by chance you need to reach us, best email to use will be training@enactus.org, training@enactus.org. So if there's anything you need, you can always ping that. And as well, feel free to use Slack. That's another good way to get in touch with us and stay in touch with your team as well. So as a program overview, obviously, you know a little bit about it in that we have students from Morocco and students from the US who are getting together in teams. We'll be announcing those teams here in a little bit. What you will be doing is essentially working through some curricular activities, as well as getting in a team and working up a pitch based off SDGs that you've submitted. We did our best to get your number one. A few of you may not have your number one, but the majority of folks had their number one SDG that they're interested in, and we'll see those in a minute. But the exchange itself, as Manal mentioned, was really put together to have some cross-cultural collaboration go on, where you can learn from and learn with students from another country. And in this case, obviously from Enactus United States and Enactus Morocco. As far as the overview, it'll be a six-week program. You'll be assigned to teams, as we mentioned. We will have a pitch that will be done at the end, and we'll go into details of exactly what that is and how it looks, and you'll be judged by a panel of business and academic leaders, similar to what you would have in a normal pitch competition. The program itself, this gives you just an idea of the syllabus itself. We have a couple different type of learning things going on. Number one, we have what we call the asynchronous learning, and that's through the Enactus Training Center, and we'll show you a visual there so you can see it. And that will be coursework you can do on your own. It's a video that you'll log in, some interactivity with it, but you'll go in and do that on your own time and be able to access that when it's convenient for you. The other then is our synchronous learning, which is actually a course that you'll do. There'll be allotted times that you can come and do it. We have 2 times during the week. We hope that those work for you. We've done it staggered a couple of days with some times so that they hopefully fall into your schedule. If by chance neither one does, we will make video available, but we really prefer, because it's asynchronous content, that you do your best to show up to that course in person. There will be a facilitator, a teacher there who will walk you through. There'll be some exercises and things that you'll do. So this gives you an idea of what each of the content areas are, centered around ideation and implementation and impact, and the coursework that you'll actually take, with the capstone again being that pitch competition that you'll go through. As far as those guidelines on that pitch, each team will do a 3-minute video, similar to pre-recorded, and that you'll submit, similar to how you likely did for your nationals, at least for US. That's how we did it as well. Once we have that, we will get the judges on and have a 5-minute live Q&A, and details will come out of how this will work and what your time slots will be as we get closer to that time. But the judges will view your video, and then you'll be on for a 5-minute Q&A. With that, and what we really need to see in this is, what's the problem statement? And there's a definition that you can look up. The solution, idea, value proposition. What are you trying to do to solve that particular problem statement? Proof of concept. So just going through and understanding how does this work? What can it do? Did you talk to some potential target audience members to see if it's viable? As well as then intended impact and sustainability. And the last piece is extra credit if you can talk a little bit in your video about how you leverage this notion of cross-cultural collaboration. How did the teams work together, and how did that cross-cultural nature help to build a better solution to that problem? The final pitch, the problem statement, this just gives some insight into what we're looking for with each. Every great project starts by solving an important problem. That statement is at the heart of that project idea. And this is where that target audience becomes important. More accurately you articulate the problem, the more valuable your solution can be. So we're trying to give some context for what each of these areas look like and how we go through. The value proposition, as you see here, is a summary of the value that products or services will provide to those potential users. The value proposition should always aim to acknowledge that problem or pain felt by that target audience, so that they understand, so that we understand as we're listening in, that you understand the problem and what it means essentially for that target audience. Display an understanding of their requirements in terms of that target audience. What do they need to, and why is it important for them? Always think about benefits. What are the benefits to that target audience? And then highlight the differentiation between your solution and any potential competition that might be involved with that. Next is the proof of concept, is a test conducted for the purpose of validating that a product or idea is feasible and to take it to that commercialization stage. And again, this will all be made available to you as you read through, and can be sort of that foundation as you think about what it is that you want to do and how you can go about delivering what's looked for here. Next up is the intended impact. To ensure that you always keep an impact at the core of your work, spend time on your theory of change, which is a planning framework. What's your overall vision? How will you measure your impact in the short, medium, and long term? Once you're able to articulate that intended impact and what it should look like, you can design and plan your activities to reach what that end goal is. So really just, again, setting that stage for what's to come and what are those next steps. Next is a look at how to access at least utilizing the online coursework through the Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange. If you can mute that. Well, that works. Okay. So we're going to I'm going to click in here and just give you a quick look at what that looks like in terms of inside. So once you get in the training center, what you look for.
If you want, Steve, I can share my screen, or do you want to walk through?
I can walk through and take a look. If you want to.
If you want to
Go
go
ahead.
back to that main home screen, that's the direct link to the course. So click the Enactus logo in the top left corner.
Good.
Perfect.
So this is what you see when you would log in.
So students will have to log in the top right corner. That's just that main home screen there.
Yep. Okay, you might need to share. You might need to share yours, Chloe.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So if you can stop sharing and allow me to share, that will be great. Okay. So as Steve had shared, once you, the link that you're given, the main link will take you here. You'll hit this login in the top right-hand corner. And again, this giant Enactus button here in the middle. This is that same sign-in you use to access Enactus Plus. If you don't have an Enactus Plus account first, use the sign up, or you can click to sign in with one of these options. So I will sign in with our test student account. So give that a second. And this is the main overview page, like Steve shared. And then you'll notice in this course section below all these images, they'll say something that says Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange. Once you click on this section, and that's that direct link that we had in the PowerPoint that will be shared as well, you'll see all of the different courses that you need to take for each of the different weeks of the course. I will go in and add right before each of the courses, week 1, week 2, week 3, and the date, so you know what courses to take and when. With each of the courses, you'll be able to click in at each of them. Oh, I will make it so you can enroll yourself in this course, but you'll be able to click in each of them and see each of the different options that are available for you. Once you click on those, you will see a little check mark next to that. So let me actually switch back to my main account so you can see what those check marks look like. Sorry about that. So again, in this Enactus Entrepreneurial Exchange, you'll click into the course here and you'll see an overall of the course. In this top right corner here, you'll see the percentage that you need to complete the overall course. You can click in each of these little tiles to see different items within each course. So the name will kind of give it away if it's a video, if it's an article to read, and if it's a PDF. So if we click on this link, they'll typically open up within a window, or a new window will pop open. You'll go through, read the section, close it, and then you will see, oh, I did not read through the whole section so that it knew that. Here's one of going to a different link. Once we go back, you'll see that green check mark here saying that I have finished this section. So as you move on, you'll notice that you'll see a percentage updated here, and you'll do that for each of your courses along the way in the entrepreneurial course. You can use this menu button up here to get back to the main section and go through all the different courses we have here. As Steve mentioned, if you have any issues with this site, feel free to email the training@enactus.org site, and I'll be able to help you get through all of these. Once we're done with the meeting here, I'll make sure that students can self-enroll in each of these courses so that you can take them at the weeks that they are available.
Okay, thanks, Chloe. Very much appreciated. So before we move on, just real quick, are there any questions? We will make available the syllabus so you can see this and see all the different things that you'll have to do. The criteria, we'll make that available so that you have it as you start working on your project. You'll know what to do. Again, training@enactus.org, as Chloe mentioned, is a great way to get in touch if there's any clarification needed on, you know, what courses are needed, what's the exact criteria as we work through our pitch. All of those things, we're here to help and happy to help and make things work as easy and as smooth as possible. So with that, just real quick before we go into team announcements, I'll see, are there any quick questions around curriculum or the types of things that you'll have to do?
Maybe Steve, before we go to some questions, what I wanted just to share quickly is that really we appreciate you being here. You're among a selection of Enactus students and also members. So we appreciate the journey that you will be experiencing during this program. And also you might be overwhelmed by many information for this kickoff, but don't worry. We're all here providing you all the details that you will be needing throughout the program, accessing, and as Chloe mentioned and Steve, that syllabus has really, it is the place to go for all the information concerning the program and how it is going, all the links, etc. Plus also you'll be accompanied by the mentors to whom you'll be introduced shortly. Getting back to you, Steve, and also if you have any comments so far or questions, please go ahead.
All right, well, feel free as we go through this to put any questions you might have into the chat, and we will answer and as we go. So we're going to announce teams here starting right now. I strongly encourage you, when you see, we're going to put them up on the screen, when you see your name, to write down two things: your team number and the SDG that you're working on. And then we're going to end up in breakout rooms with the team. But this way, in case for whatever reason you don't get in the right breakout room, you'll be able to tell I'm with team this, and so you'll know. So as you see your name, just jot down your team name and the SDG that you're working on. And so with that, we are going to flip over to the first four teams, and we'll leave it here for a minute to allow you to look over. Team one is SDG.
I'm not seeing your screen.
You're not seeing the screen yet?
I'm not sure if anyone else is seeing it. No.
No.
All right, how about that?
Now it's perfect.
All right, there we go. Okay, so this gives you an idea then of the first four teams. First team is team one, obviously, no poverty. Team two is SDG 3, good health and well-being. Team 3 is also SDG 3, good health and well-being. Team 4 is SDG 4, quality education. So we'll leave it there again. Take a look. If you see your name, jot your team down and your SDG down. And you'll be going into rooms with these folks in just a minute, so you'll be able to catch all the other names, and we'll be setting up the Slack channels as well. So here are teams 5 through 8. Team 5 is gender equality. Team 6 is SDG 14, life below water. Team 7 is SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. Team 8 is SDG 8, and that's decent work and economic growth. And again, we'll give it just a few minutes for you to find your name, jot your team number down, as well as your SDG. Next up are the last, and that's teams 9 through 12. Team 9 is actually SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Team 10, SDG 13, climate action. Team 11, SDG 3, good health and well-being, bless you. And Team 12 is actually SDG 4, quality education. So again, we'll allow you to take a few minutes just to look, jot your team number down as well as your SDG. And with that, we are going to go through a process of putting you in with your teams. If you end up back and can't remember, we'll help to try to get you into your team. But here's what we'd like you to do, and we'll have someone from Enactus jump into rooms just to share this with you, or put it in the chat. But go do a round robin introductions, name, school, and major. So where you're from, so everyone gets a sense of that. The mentors will be doing an icebreaker with you to kind of work through your teams. And then it's real important, these next steps, because it really helps to build what's going to happen. And that is doing your course, understanding coursework times, what the teams will be expected to produce throughout the program, thinking about final presentation. I think the most important one of this, set your meeting times. While you have everyone there or the bulk of the people there, set your standing meeting times so that you can get back together and start working through the pitch side of this and what's expected from a team perspective to go through. And again, we'll buzz in and out of rooms in case there are questions that we can answer for you. And with that, I think, Chloe, we are ready to send along over to the breakout rooms.
Perfect. There are a few people I'm still getting moved over. So if you haven't been moved over to a room yet, please just give me a few minutes and I will get everyone else in.